So, we got Chad, who's on the phone. We always tell you want to call it 877-44-WOODY. 877-44-WOODY. Hey, Chad.
Chad.
Hey, how's it going?
What up? What do you got?
Oh, well, I heard you guys talking about the Chinese food thing with the chopsticks.
Well, it came up. We've talked about this before, and
your argument is so dumb.
We don't have to agree, Greg. I mean,
I'm not saying we have to agree. Even that argument is dumb.
Judging by the text, I don't think people understand the premise of the original argument. The argument was, if you go to Panda Express, let's say you get beef and broccoli, and they have the option of fork or chopsticks. Fork works better, especially with beef and broccoli. We're not talking about sushi.
That wasn't the original argument.
Not at all.
Yeah, that was
for broccoli, chopsticks works way better.
No, it does. You can't spear a broccoli.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. I forget that.
That's
factual.
Not the original argument.
Right. Your original argument
what's
was
the original argument?
Your original argument was that you do it to look hipster and cool.
It's like a word processor is better than a typewriter.
Right.
King of ridiculous
I'm
analogies.
saying like we had the typewriter, and then we have a word processor.
Oh my God.
We had chopsticks, and then all of a sudden there's there's this thing, it's a fork.
I could see the fork and chopstick argument. Absolutely, on what works better. But that was not the original argument. The original argument was...
The original argument, by the way, from a couple years ago, and it came back up because somebody sent us a link. This guy from Barstool, Tom Scribelli, Tommy Smokes.
Yeah.
Posted this on his social media the other day, and now it's got people talking again and thinking about us and our argument.
The only reason people still use chopsticks is to show off, and I refuse to believe otherwise. We invented better technology. It's called a fork, and it's way easier to use. It does a lot more things. It has all the basic functions of a chopstick, plus a whole lot more. It would be like people if they insisted on still using a Nokia flip phone or only watching black and white TV. Why? Adapt with the times. We got better technology now. The only reason to do that is to prove you're some kind of hipster who's better than everyone else. And you're not.
And by the way, the argument, like when I say, I really like watching gymnastics in the Olympics, right? And then they go, well, I'd like to see you do the uneven bars. I just say, I can't do the uneven bars. It's not the argument here. I can use chopsticks, but like when I'm using them, I go, man, this is not as great as a fork.
For you.
No, overall.
And to say that factually a fork works better with beef and broccoli, for you.
More functional. No, because you don't have to.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion because you don't have to worry about putting something between something.
It's 100% an opinion.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, you're right. Okay,
let's
concede. It's a fact.
Right,
you're
he's
right.
in Mensa.
That's true. It's factual. Yeah, a billion people in China are doing it wrong.
No, it's traditional for them. It's sort of they grew up that way.
All right, Chad, what do you got?
Because they're not about advancement at all.
Right.
I'm cutting everybody off. Chad.
Well, here's my take on it. So I really looked inwardly because I am a chopstick user, and I realized something, which is if I use a fork with Chinese food, I'm going to eat all that Chinese food at once, and I will put myself into a food coma. Whereas if I use chopsticks, I can pace it and sit there and eat on that Chinese food for, however many times or however much Chinese food I got.
Because it takes longer.
And because it takes longer. So it's a feature, not a bug.
It's like those bowls that Menace had to get for his dogs so they didn't eat too fast and barf, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Like it has like the grooves in the bowl or whatever?
Basically, I am food training myself with chopsticks, or if you want to look at it that way. But no,
that's actually...
Essentially, other than it's like beef and broccoli for sure, you don't want to do that because then you got to basically drink the soup afterwards or whatever. But as far as chopsticks goes, as long as you're not trying to pick up individual pieces of rice, which I think is about when I start also looking inwardly.
I love how we're just totally disregarding the original cool argument.
Right. Hipster.
Yeah.
Because,
you know how hipsters are all about chopsticks?
That was just another person that doesn't even know what a hipster is.
Right. Chopsticks are fun. Join fun, Woody.
It's different.
Honestly, that's why I use them because I think they're fun to use. Yeah.
Now, do they bring the special ones for you that have like the
rubber band
and
the
little knuckle at the back of the rubber bands?
No.
Like, oh, here you go, Menace.
No, I am well versed in the chopsticks.
But the caller just proved my point about Greg saying for you. No, dietitians tell people to use chopsticks because it slows you down eating. It makes you think more and get more full faster because they're less efficient than forks.
Then why do you guys make fun of me for eating so fast all the time if you want to eat faster by using a different utensil?
Because you wolf down food like a monster?
Good point.
Thank you. No one has anything to say.
Exactly. They're still negating.
They're trying to figure out a way to,
You know how like we wax our mustaches and make them all old timey,
to look cool,
and do steampunk to be hipster, and then use our chopsticks.
Not everyone goes full blown.
But what I think is interesting is that the two people in this room who are the most concerned about their image with other people would be Greg and Menace.
You absolutely are.
That's absolutely true.
Dude,
in different ways.
Don't hide behind it. Come on.
I know. Now you're totally deflecting.
Okay. Yeah, Woody buys so much fancy clothing. His shoes are expensive.
Yeah, look how fancy we are.
Somebody will comment on one article of his clothing, and then he makes it.
That's because I hate myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're not worried about.
I'm not.
Then why even respond?
Huh?
Or even
I usually agree with them. I'm agreeing with that.
I do suck.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I didn't mean the chopstick thing there. Like, we have so much other stuff, believe it or not, to get to.
No, I wanted to talk about
I want to
talk about how cool we are when we're home alone eating with chopsticks.
Yeah.
But cool. Just deflect.
509, me thinks Greg doth protest too much.
This is true. Greg gets angry when he knows he's been wounded mortally with the truth.
Let's go to Isaac. Hey, good morning,
Isaac.
Isaac.
What up, Isaac?
Hey, how's it going, guys? First time caller. What's up?
Thank you. What's up? What do you got?
So the whole chopstick situation, I think forks.
Keep it going.
I think forks may not be the best for Chinese food. However, I think they're like forks for sushi completely messes the whole roll up. So I gotta go with chopsticks on that.
And technically,
all day.
Yeah, we conceded that point originally.
Sushi is a finger food.
Yeah.
It's not even meant to be with chopsticks. And I was just reading something about wasabi too. I collect these little stupid fun facts. Where'd that one go? I just had this. Crap.
Is it how
wasabi?
I think what you're.
Wasabi.
I think you were referring to is that the whole wasabi is not real here in the States.
No, it had nothing to do with that. It was.
They use it everywhere.
Horseradish, he means.
It was about how wasabi was originally to basically kill some kind of like bacteria or whatever that was potentially in the sushi.
I believe it.
And then they started doing things a different way, and it wasn't necessary anymore, but people were just used to it. I got to find out. That's
literally all spices, were designed originally to kill, because the hotter climates have more spice food for that reason.
Yeah. I'll find the original fun fact.
I think we need to figure out a way how to just shut down chopstick factories.
Right.
They're so hipster.
Isaac, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. 877-44-WOODY. We'll be right back.
I'll get the bloody bullet points.
More Woody Show next. Alt 98.7.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, are you having a good time?
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Kroger brand products have the great taste you'll celebrate.